The WNBA finals are here. Who do you think will take it all between the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty? What are your predictions? The Indiana Fever has announced a new president, and she has had a lot to say so far. Nelissa Smith is being weird again. She's being a goof. She was recently trolling Caitlin Clark, aka White Jesus, for no reason at all. Chicago Sky has finally announced their new practice facility and gave us a little glimpse into it. I'm going to give you my predictions and talk about that and much more right after the intro. All right, what's up, boys, girls, he's, she's, they, them, we's, or whatever you choose to identify as. Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode of the W360, okay? If you are a returning viewer and subscriber, thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough for coming back. What's up, W360 family? And if you are new here, whether you're watching live or you're watching the playback, subscribe. That's the least you can do. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't just watch and see in secret and take your little things from it. Well, just subscribe. Contribute. Okay. Thank you so much. What's up, everybody? What's up, Lauren? I see you out there. What's up, Rusty? What's going on, Rose? And what's up, Sade? Hey, Spirit E. Glad you could catch the live. What's going on, everybody? Man, for some reason, it feels like a Friday to me. For some reason, I don't know why, today feels like a Friday. What's up, Dale? Listen, if you have not, shop the W360.com and grab your merch. To everyone who has purchased merch, thank you so much. It is supporting and helping the show and to do future things with the show as the show continues to grow. So thank you for supporting the show if you can. I really appreciate it, okay? The site is restocked. It's fully restocked, and I've actually added children's sizes as well. So get the little kiddos a white Jesus shirt. And I've added extra sizes. So I have 3X up to 4X, okay? So make sure, what's up, Liz? Make sure if you haven't, make sure you shop at W360.com, okay? Again, children's sizes have been added, okay? To all merch so far, okay? All right. Lauren says, still waiting for my order. I sent your order out earlier this week, Lauren. I actually remember your order, so you should be getting it any day now. Okay, I can't wait. All right. Let's talk about it. What's up, Charlie? Let's talk about it. It is a lot happening around the WNBA right now. The WNBA is a gift that just keeps on giving. I want to start right here with the Indiana Fever. All right. This week, the Indiana Fever has announced a new president of basketball and business operations. Welcome to Indiana. Well, back to Indiana. Kelly Crosskopf. Okay. She met with the media earlier this week, and she has answered a lot of questions that a lot of people have been wondering. Now, Fever fans, I want to tell you now. I know hopes are up, And people are wondering, there's a new president in town. Does that mean we will get in a new coach? Based on, she met with the media this week, based on what she had to say, I don't think there's a new coach coming, folks. I don't think there's a new coach. We have a new president, but I think we're stuck with the coach. That's just based on what she said during the press conference this week. I want to play a snippet about Christy Sides that Kelly had to say. Okay? And you guys let me know, do you think this sounds like someone that plans on telling Christy Sides to get out of my town? Get out. Now, when I saw the news, I said, oh my goodness, that means we're getting a new coach. Get in there, Kelly, and you tell Christy to get out of my town. But watching the press conference, it sounds like she said the exact opposite. So let's take a look at what Kelly had to say about Christy Sides.
Yeah, what a roller coaster ride for her. I was smart enough to know that the schedule was stacked against a young team early in the season, and the way that the weather storm got into a groove, after the Olympic break. I mean, I think she finished 18-12, after those first 10 games, and of course 7 won the last 11. 3 of those losses were against teams in the finals. So for a young team to make that kind of progress, I mean, it's hard to not be impressed. I think that the outside noise, what she had to endure as a coach, and what they had to endure as a staff to keep that team focused and together, I mean, it takes time. It took a long time for teams that I had to gel and get together. I mean, years. It doesn't happen in 4 months. It takes a few years. So I was really impressed with the progress that they made and how, Christy is a resilient leader. She's a culture builder. I know that she's got that kind of, stamina to stick to it and stick to her plan. And she's a good person and she's a great leader. And I was impressed with the way they finished.
Kelly, pass.
All right, so I see y'all in the comments. People have tweeted me and people are messaging me like, what do you think? I think that she's going to get rid of Christy Sides. It seems like she was just being nice about it. Guys, that doesn't sound like someone that's about to say, get out of my town. No, she sounds like, I think Christy Sides did a great job. I mean, they finished. They had a tough schedule. She's a great leader. I don't know what season she was watching. But she says she's a great leader. She says she turned the season around. She thinks she did a good job. I think Kelly is going to give Christy another year. At least another year or two. And she went on to explain. I'm not sure if it's this clip or I'm going to play more clips from the press conference. But she went on to explain that, it takes time to build a team. This woman thinks Christy Sides needs more time. I don't think Christy Sides is going anywhere. That's me. I'll be shocked. But from listening to her talk about Christy Sides, I think that she believes in her. I think that she thinks that Christy Sides led this team. Not White Jesus. Christy Sides led this team to the playoffs. I'm sending my email now. I just want to tell Kelly, look, Kelly, I don't know if you were watching the entire season, but I don't think that you should keep a coach around that really thought Christy Wallace was a starter in this league. No, Kelly, no. I don't know. What do you guys think? Now, again, let me be clear. I'm not hoping that she keeps Christy Sides around. No, I wish that she would tell Christy to get out of my town. But I feel like that she thinks that Christy needs a little more time to build. That's what I think. Robin Dank says, girl, it's not you, it's me breakup softball. I do not see that. I promise you. We're going to see. I promise you. I think she believes in Christy's size. I really do. I think she's going to be there at least one more year. At least. Now, talking about head coaches, there's a lot of, speculation that Indiana may be looking at Stephanie White from Connecticut Sun. Let me tell you, because it has been announced that Stephanie White is not returning to Connecticut. Listen, I don't know what all the hoopla is about Stephanie White, and maybe we can get her. If you ask me, I think that if you all are going to get another coach, get someone that's not in the NN of the WNBA. We don't need any more compromised coaches. We don't need any coaches that was in that documentary that got Kelly Loeffler fired. We don't need any of those coaches. We need, go to college. Get someone from the men's side in college. Get someone from the NBA, but don't bring any compromised coaches that's going to feel guilty coaching against their former teammates or former lovers or former anybody. Get someone that has not been a part of this league's culture. So my thing is, if you're going to get Stephanie White, you might as well keep Christy Sides. Keep Christy Sides. We don't need to move across. This team and this organization needs to move up. And the only way you're going to do that is by breaking the cycle. Don't get any more former lovers over this team. Get a male that has a family with a woman and has kids and wants to win. Don't get someone in here that's trying to keep our league. No, those days are gone. The new fans are here, and so is the media. Seriously. Another interesting thing. Now, speaking of people that we're hoping to stay, Kelsey Mitchell. After this press conference, it's looking like they're going to give Kelsey Mitchell whatever she's asking for. Whatever she's asking for, they're going to give it to her. Here is what Kelly had to say about Kelsey Mitchell.
I'll start with Kelsey Mitchell. She was a player that was drafted in the last group that I was part of. So Pokey Chapman was our coach and GM. I went to see Kelsey play at USA Basketball in Santa Barbara at one of their workout camps, and I called Pokey and I said, I'm watching our draft pick right now. She's going to be a star, this player, and she's going to be a dynamic guard for us for years to come. So, we wouldn't be where we are today without Kelsey Mitchell. She's clearly a very foundational piece. She's got 7 years of being in and out of this building. She went through a lot. As we were preparing to be even better, as a better place to play, a new practice court, a new arena, all the remodels. Kelsey went through all of that, and she got better. She never put her head down. She kept playing hard and did everything she could. So she's extremely important to the success of the future.
Guys, are the clips echoing? On your end, I see someone said in the comments it's echoing. It's not echoing for me, but let me know if it's echoing. Then I don't know what to tell you. It's a live show. I don't know what to tell you. It's not echoing for me though. Now it is echoing. Okay. Now, basically, she spoke very highly of Kelsey Mitchell And this sounds like a president that's going to do whatever she can to keep Kelsey. She spoke about later in the press conference, she also spoke about how Kelsey is core on this team. She's been here. She's been through the renovations. And she's here to stay. So my thing is just put her with a good coach and you're looking at championships, Kelly. You're looking at championships. Okay. It is echoing. It's echoing like crazy. Yes, there's an echo, but we can understand. They're probably striking the clips. That's probably what's happening. I don't know why they keep reporting my show. Let my little show live in peace. I don't understand why they keep reporting my show. I'm not over here cursing. Nothing. So I don't know. They may be striking the clips that I'm playing. Donnie says, I like the echo. Okay. So yeah, it sounds like to me that Kelsey Mitchell's here to stay. My thing is you can give up about 6 players for her and pay her what she's asking for. Give her what she wants. Okay? Speaking of Kelsey Mitchell, she also went on to talk about how they're going to build around White Jesus, and this is what she had to say. I'll turn it down some, hopefully, so it's not echoing. Okay, I'll do that. So let me know how this one is for you guys.
What elements does this team need to take that next step, and how does free agency enter into the equation?
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that we have 2 foundational players, probably 3. You get 2 rookies of the year in a row with a front court player in Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, and then Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, I think that the veteran leadership that Kelsey was able to provide, we need to help her. We need to add to that. I spent a lot of years just trying to add experienced players around Tamika Catchings because it was really, veterans that have been in the foxhole and have been together. Those are ways that elements of success. It's not a magic bullet. There's not a quick fix, but I do think this team needs a little bit more experience, probably some more size. And if you look at the teams that are in the playoffs right now, they're loaded with players who have been there.
We go Scott, then we got one on Zoom from.
Okay, we're here. All right, we're back. I need a production team. You guys should be able to hear me now. I see it's moving. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So yeah, basically, Kelly is describing. Look, we're building around this 3. We're building around this 3. Okay. So right now, I'm hoping that she's in office and she's ready to get things going. And based on this clip, it sounds like that what Christy Sides didn't know, that there's a core 3 here. And hopefully they can go ahead and get some veteran leadership around White Jesus, around Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. Because as I've said all season, if you've been following this channel all season, I've said all season there needs to be a leader on the floor. wasn't even a leader from the sideline, let alone a veteran leader on the floor. So now, next season, when you're in the playoffs, you can have someone that's been there before. You can have someone that's coaching them on the floor as well. Like, hey, don't worry about it. Don't get down. Helping them to understand arguing with the refs isn't going to get you anywhere. A veteran, some experience around them. So my hope is in her, or I have faith in her that she'll move in the right direction, but I hope she starts with Christy Sides. Get her out of my town. I just don't think she will. Being honest. She also went on to talk about, someone said Tina Charles. People have been tweeting me Tina Charles as well. I can see Tina Charles. I can see Tina Charles. I can see Tina Charles. I can definitely see Tina Charles. Yeah. I guess. Someone said Cheryl Swoops. White Jesus would never see the floor. Cheryl Swoops will have them playing in dashikis. All right, Kelly, last clip I want to play from the news conference or the media day is what Kelly had to say as far as players who are free agents in this offseason, what they should look to as far as playing with Caitlin Clark. So here is what Kelly had to say about the free agents.
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position. And I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her. She, much like Tyrese Halliburton, she gets you the ball in places that you didn't even know you were open because she passes to space, she finds openings and ways to free up other players. So, I look at just really how her and Kelsey work together and the efficiency of the offense because of the way that she plays the game.
Sounds like a good pitch to me. If I'm a free agent this year and I'm looking to score, I'm looking to play with White Jesus. White Jesus isn't selfish. And she's looking to put players in positions to score. So yes, I like Ariel Powers. I also think that you have to get an enforcer. Get someone on this team who's not scared of anybody in this league. I don't want anyone on this team that's compromised. And anyone on this team who's in the NN and the WNBA, bring Liz Cambage back. Get someone on this team who's not worried about having friends around the league and has a history of hooping and humping. No. Get someone on this team that wants to win. Seriously. Someone that wants to win. Step outside of this WNBA travel club. I don't care if you got to go overseas. Liz Cambage would be perfect. The WNBA hates her. Get Liz. Liz Cambage would be funny on this team, and she doesn't mind saying, hey, hit her again and I'll knock you out. Get Liz. Seriously. And speaking of, getting enforcers on the team, you also want to have a leader who's not going to put up with a lot of mess that has happened this year. We need an enforcer that would tell someone like Nelissa Smith to stay home and get out of my town. Get you in this mess away from this team. Nelissa Smith is being weird again. She's being weird. DeJounte was just put out of the playoffs, so I guess for people like me and people on Twitter to talk about her, because no one's going to talk about your game, DeJounte. No one's going to talk about your last game. You stunk. Your team stinks. They stink. No one's talking about Nelissa Smith. So they decide to go online and troll Caitlin Clark White Jesus for no reason. In a recent video, Nelissa Smith and DeJounte Carrington has the internet talking again, and it's not because of their game. Neither one of them. So let me play you guys the video that has surfaced online and has everyone talking, and I want to basically let you know what I think about it. Where are we? Well, here it is. Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry. You poked me in the eye. You're a troll. You're a troll. You did?
I did not poke you.
Did you do it on purpose?
I did not poke you in your eye.
Did you do it on purpose?
I got him the knee. That was my reflex.
It looked like you were just laughing.
All right, so if you guys don't know, or if you didn't hear that correctly, basically these two are both home because they're not very good players, and they're cooking and they're making fun of the incident that happened between DeJounte Carrington and Caitlin Clark when Connecticut played Indiana, and DeJounte Carrington poked Caitlin Clark's eye out of her socket. Who needs enemies when you have a teammate like Nelissa Smith? How goofy could you be? How, Nelissa? Kelly and anybody else in Indiana watching this, get her so far away from this team where if she made a phone call to a teammate, they wouldn't be able to hear her because she's just that far away. Send her away. Far. China isn't far enough. China's not far enough. Send her to Mars. Send her to Saturn. Send her to Venus. Get her away from this team. How could you be so goofy? And the thing is, I don't understand why you're trolling the one player in this league that's pretty much responsible for the fact that you got to fly private this year. Millions of people got to see you play, DeJounte. Nelissa. People are talking about you this year. What do you think? People was talking about you last year? How many Nelissa Smith fans do you guys know? Is there anyone in this chat that was a Nelissa Smith fan prior to this season? Did you even know who she was? Besides me. I watched her at Baylor, so I knew who she was. I watched them both at Baylor. But let's be honest, Nelissa and DeJounte, no one knew who you were. You guys didn't have fans. The only reason people know who you are now this season is because of the one player that you're deciding to troll. If anything, I see that you guys were cooking. You guys should be baking white sheets or some cookies, and on every cookie you should take some icing and write thank you and send them to her. Nobody knew who you two are. Now listen, if you played for the Dream this season, nobody would know who you were. If you were to play for the Dallas Wings this season, no one would know who you were. Nobody. And this how you show your appreciation? Get her out of my town. Out. Send her away like you send a bad kid to boot camp. Send her away. She's weird. She stinks. And she's compromised. I don't even understand how this is existing in this league. Nelissa, you're getting ready to go off to China and play. You're getting ready to go off to China and play. I think that you would be working on your game so that you're actually worth something to try to trade. So this team isn't stuck with you. And then it's also sad because I don't even think that, I think NaLyssa's a little, I think the culprit between these two is Dejanay. I think Dejanay is jealous of Caitlin Clark. I think Dejanay wished that she had Caitlin Clark's clout and that she had Caitlin Clark's fan base because I guess she thinks she deserves it for some reason. And I think she's using Nelissa Smith to play her spike through Nelissa Smith. And Nelissa Smith doesn't even realize it. Because between the both of them, Dejanay is actually the one that was decent this season. She at least ended the season in the second round of the playoffs, got the league's most improved, actually gained some fans this season. NaLyssa, no one likes you. And after seeing a video like this, you're trying to tell me I shouldn't think that this girl threw the series? She wasn't compromised. She didn't miss rebounds and free throws and shots on purpose. What a goof. A goof. She's a regular member on the goof train. Get her away from this team. Get her away from this team. She was playing terrible on purpose, allegedly. I don't need them sending. She was allegedly playing terrible on purpose. Seriously, this makes no sense. And what's even funnier is on social media, there's real WNBA media retweeting this video and laughing like, ha ha ha, Dejanay, you're funny. Actual WNBA media members. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to even give it to her. But it just goes to show just how low the standards were in this league to be a media member. It just goes to show you're not required to have any professionalism. You're not required to have any style. Nothing. Nothing. You want to be in media and you can't make it in any other sport? Come to the WNBA. You can be a journalist here. So Nelissa Smith is a goof. I can't wait to the day that ESPN notification comes through. Indiana Fever has decided to part ways with Nelissa Smith. Boy, won't that be a joy. Send her to the Golden State. I don't care. Mind you, they're cooking and making videos about Caitlin Clark. White Jesus is just playing golf. Caitlin Clark is out playing golf. And she's making appearances on the golf course. If you haven't heard lately, Caitlin Clark will appear at a women's leadership summit for LPGA event next month. Clark will also play in the Wednesday Pro AM. Both Clark and the tournament are sponsored by Gainbridge. Okay, so White Jesus will be playing golf in a few weeks. And now I gotta learn golf. Now I gotta learn golf. So I can be able to follow what's happening when I watch. And thank you to everyone that followed me on Twitter that was explaining like the golf rules to me. From what I understand so far, you get 4 shots at a hole. And then you get to score a par and a birdie. And then you, I don't know, shoot again. I don't know. But we're watching Jesus. You keep being successful, Jesus. You're not busy trolling online, being a sorry free throw shooter and defender like your former teammate. White Jesus is out playing golf. Now I got to go to Top Golf and learn. Monica Middleton, I got you, CJ. I'll be there. We got to get a W360 group to Top Golf so we can play and watch. We should do that. Seriously, I'm going to go purchase me some golf gloves. And I'm going to go get me some golf sticks. And I'm going to learn. And the golf picks that you put in the grass so you can put the ball on and hit. I'm learning. We're watching White Jesus. You keep being you. You did good. You earned it. Earned it. Let the losers cook their struggle meals and talk about you. You just keep being you, White Jesus. Don't even respond. Seriously. Okay. Shout out to White Jesus. Lauren said, I bet tons of women will now play golf. All right. Moving right along, the game is getting ready to start. Game 1 of the finals is getting ready to start. So we're going to move right along, guys. Chicago Sky. They have announced that they finally have a practice facility. Finally, these women can practice in a real facility, in rehab, in a real facility, instead of using the elementary school gym down the street. So I was glad to see that. Just take a quick look here, folks, at the Chicago Sky announcement, which Angel Reese wasn't there, which was weird to me. Being the franchise player in the face of the league, I don't understand how you're not at the announcement of your organization's new practice facility event. How you're not there. You think that she would be there the way they set her up in a PTA gym when she had her first press conference when she signed. So you think she'd be there like, I'm glad we get a professional facility, but I guess Angel Reese had better things to do. But here is nonetheless the Sky facility, or a clip from the announcement, okay?
This is an exciting day for Bedford Park. An exciting day for the WNBA and an exciting day for the Chicago Sky organization.
We get to see the fruits of our labor. We get to see the investment, what it means to be a part of your community, and what it means to set the standard. And I think the Chicago Sky organization has done a great job of doing that.
Today, we're not just breaking ground on a building. We're breaking new ground for women's sports, for our communities, and for our future generation of athletes. This new practice facility right here in Bedford Park will be more than just a place to train. It will be a hub of excellence, a beacon of dedication, and a symbol of what happens when hard work meets opportunity.
Having a practice facility that's all our own is just an incredible value to me as a general manager, and being able to give the players what they deserve.
Having spaces outside of the courts where we, can take care of our bodies, recover, train. When you have these facilities, you feel like a pro, and that's a big step forward.
When you want to go back maybe at 2 o'clock in the morning or 5 a.m. and you want to knock out some work, or bring in your people to get some work in, or an extra coach, the opportunity is going to be there now.
People often say that sky's the limit. And I say no. Chicago Sky, we're limitless, and we're ready to soar.
They're limitless and ready to soar, baby, in their new practice facility. So yeah, congratulations to the Chicago Sky team. They finally get to play in a real gym or practice in a real gym. But I will say, I was disappointed to see that this went out and the team was able to come together and actually, celebrate that you all are treated like a real organization, and to see that Angel Reese wasn't there as the face of this organization. Why weren't you there, Angel? Angel Reese says she had better things to do. Let's take a look at what Angel Reese is up to. There's Angel Reese, folks. And this was last night. And her teammates are attending their new practice facility in their new arena. And Angel Reese had better things to do. I'm just showing what she's putting out. Okay. Also, of course, they had to ask, about the Teresa Weatherspoon firing. And this is what they had to say.
First, I want to say that I have a lot of respect for Spoon. We're very appreciative of the competitive teams, the resilient teams, the spirit she brought to us on the court every night. And look, as an organization, we just thought this had to make a change.
All right, so basically he gave a PR statement. We have a lot of respect for Teresa Weatherspoon, but we're trying to move forward and win. And that's what Teresa Weatherspoon didn't do. You want to know why? Because she got caught up on the Reese Goof train, and you lost your job. Look who you lost your job behind, Teresa. Don't play victim. Look who you lost your job behind. Someone that doesn't mind, that doesn't even care enough to be at the announcement in the media day to announce her franchise's new practice facility. And that's who you lost your job behind. Camilla wasn't there either, to be fair. Camilla Cardoso wasn't there either. That whole organization, this Chicago Sky fans, don't come running at me. Don't come calling me all kind of names. This organization is a mess. That Chicago Sky organization is a mess. Goodness gracious. CK says, why is this not a huge deal for all the players? Exactly. You guys get a practice facility. Now, I could be. I am. You have a generation of star in this league that has brought so much money to the league to now you guys get to practice in your own facilities. Y'all don't care? What's more important? And don't tell me anything about schedule conflicts or maybe she had something. Make time for it. This is your job. Isn't it? Or what am I missing? Seriously, what is the priority here? These kids are different. Golden State Valkyries has announced their coach, NaLyssa. It was breaking news today. She is announced as the head coach for Golden State. Now, if you're not familiar, guys, Golden State is a new team to the WNBA. They will be a part of the season. They will be a team that's playing next season. Okay, year 2025, they start next season. NaLyssa was the top assistant coach for the Las Vegas Aces. From my understanding, she has a really good reputation around the league. Now, I know Las Vegas Aces, they run their organization like Death Row Records. They did. Becky Hammond is Suge Knight. But she really comes across as like very likable. And she comes across as pretty much unproblematic. Maybe she was just in a situation to where she couldn't speak up and say, hey, I don't think that you should send her away for being pregnant. That's my thing. She really strikes me. She really strikes me as a coach that has good intentions and she doesn't mind a player wanting to reproduce. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see what NaLyssa does over in Golden State. Again, and then she was a part of the NBA as well. She was an assistant with the NBA as well. So again, bringing a lot of experience. She obviously has a winning mentality. She knows how to win. She's won 2 back-to-back championships. And she strikes me again as a good person. She was just under Suge Knight, a.k.a. Becky Hammond, over in Death Row Aces. Golden State put out their introductory video today. Okay. And here we are.
My name is NaLyssa, and I'm the head coach of the Golden State Valkyries. I'm a big believer in leaders who have a big heart and who care about players, not just through the wins, but also through the losses and mistakes. I think when you have that, players will just run through a wall for you. I'm gonna be a truth teller. I'm gonna be a pusher. How my dad taught me was be really hard, but at the same time, be really supportive. Main thing that I want is just to always have full confidence in my players, and I want them to always have confidence within themselves.
I would have loved it if NaLyssa would have said, you know, you could be a part of my team. If you want to reproduce, you can. You can. Your employment doesn't stop if you want to reproduce, ladies. But she has to say that first for me until I can fully buy in. Okay? Seriously though, congratulations to Natalie. I liked her. I did. And I really get like a good vibe from Natalie. So we'll see what happens. I'm very interested in seeing which way Golden State goes as far as the players that they acquire. I can tell you right now, Natalie, there is one player in Indiana that you can have. Take her. You can have her. You don't even have to trade for her. You don't have to pay for it. Just take her. Take her. Her and her brother. Take them. Take her. Start there, Natalie. Start looking in Indiana and there's just take her away. Do everyone a favor. All right. Looks like game 1 is starting. Okay, guys. So to wrap up the last update, for anyone that cares, Unrivaled has announced their latest player. Yes, folks, that's right. Unrivaled is still announcing their players. It has been 672 years. And they are still announcing players, guys. But Courtney Williams was announced as the latest player to be added to the Unrivaled League. Okay. So there you are. There you have it. For those of you that will be watching, you'll get to watch Courtney. Also, the WNBA finals are here. Game 1 is actually starting. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my prediction. I think that New York Liberty is going to win it. I think they have the edge over the Minnesota Lynx. I don't think that Minnesota match up with New York player for player. Nephesia Collier is going to have 30 to 40 point games for them, to me, to beat New York in 3 games. Okay, so that's me, though. We're running out of time because the game is starting, so I will tell you that. Would love to hear you guys' predictions. Put them in the comments in the video. Okay, after the video, let me know, guys, what you think. Who do you think is going to take it all? The Minnesota Lynx or the New York Liberty? Who do you think is going to win, okay? Someone said I'm not watching Unhinged. Seriously. Kenny said I'm not watching. Lauren said it will fold after 1 season. Sade, nobody cares. Y'all still don't care about Unrivaled. All right, we got Liberty, Lynx, New York, Lynx, even though I hate Cheryl Reeve. Liberty. I think Liberty is going to pull it off. I do. I am rooting for Sabrina Ionescu. I think this was her comeback season. I think she had a tough series last season and a finals. So I'm rooting for Sabrina, but I like Nephesia Collier as well. But I think New York is going to pull it off. I think they're the better overall team, or more skilled team. I'll say that. And I don't think that Minnesota lines up with them evenly. But I like Nephesia Collier, so I would never root for you, Cheryl Reeve. Ever. So I'm rooting for your players, not you. All right. Nonetheless, guys, that's going to wrap up the show. That's the time. Please tune into the WNBA Game 1 Finals tonight. It's on ESPN too, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's on ESPN too. But tune into Game 1 Finals. I will be back pre-game Game 2 Finals, which I believe is on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's when I'll announce the next time that I'll be live. If you have not, guys, shop at W360.com. I have kid sizes in the white Sheeza shirts. I have kid sizes in the Shut Your Pie Hole shirts. We'll be adding more merch as well. Okay? So we definitely have more merch coming. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. And until next episode, peace and